Hello, everybody. Manly is here, and today we're back with another episode of Stalker 2. And like I said last episode when I ended, I would get us back to Rostock, and we did alive and well. However, we stopped in a couple places along the way, and one of those places was this underpass exit area. And in there, I found something truly amazing. This RPK machine gun called the Glutton. A fusion of light machine gun and tank machine gun. This hybrid features a larger ammo box, heavy barrel, and a lightweight bolt. The cost of improved reliability, extended range, and increased rate of fire is a substantial uptick in overall weight, and it is very heavy indeed. But it is an absolutely great weapon. Unfortunately, I cannot right now justify carrying it around. So it's going to find a new home in our stash. We are going to keep using the Saiga D12 and the Karad. We did find this moonlight artifact, and that's 2. So what we can do is take and sell that. We're going to keep our expanding darts and put everything else down. Okay, we have plenty of bandages, so we're going to put down quite a few. We'll sell this, and everything else we can hold on to. I think that looks good. I am hungry, so let me eat really quick. All right. And we're going to go turn in this quest to the barkeep and hopefully get some coupons. Let's get rid of this first. Wonderful.
Come see me.
We did repair our weapons and armor after we sold quite a number of other things, so we're sitting at about 11,000 coupons. I always forget how to get down to the bar. Here it is. Okay.
How's it going, pal?
I took care of the bandits in the warehouse. I found that Freedom group. Clinch was the only survivor. I patched him up.
Thank you, Skiff. I'll get in touch with him. Here, take this for your trouble. I'll be sure to tell McLuha you helped us out. Now that those bastards are off our backs, there won't be any more disruptions of our supply chain. Come see me anytime. Freedom is grateful to you.
Absolutely. So let's see if
Friends and all, in a matter of speaking.
he has anything. Oh, wow. So he has a thorn artifact. Common artifact found in acid anomalies. The internal structure of the thorn's needles represents an infinite fractal, giving weak radiation protection. He has an echo detector, a chocolate bar, a common artifact found in electro anomalies. Trying to separate the plates causes them to collapse back into their original shape at speeds exceeding 700 feet per second. And then he has a crust one as well. Wow. quite the scavenger, and he did give us the Sphere M20 helmet, a modern titanium helmet with aramid reinforcement, complemented by a high-quality gas mask equipped with photochromic lenses. That gives a very substantial amount of physical protection, equal or if not greater than the physical protection we have on our Circa now. And I wouldn't mind
Drop by
seeing
again.
if
We'll have some drinks.
um
How's it?
let's
Do
make
you
some
have any?
You're in the
coupons.
market for some new gear and the old coupons?
Um let's see if we can fill a
Here's
special
here,
order.
maybe a collector or an artist like our pal Screw, and he's on the hunt for an artifact. It's gotta be a real specific one, found by a lone stalker under a full moon or some shit. Don't sweat the details, though. Just snag me that artifact, and I'll weave a captivating tale for our customer.
Okay.
I'll wait for some.
And we have to find a pedal artifact, which we have not yet to come across. And that is also in addition to the tourist breakfast artifact as well. All right. Richter is down there, so let's talk to him too.
Here's the Polovan. No clinking glasses on this one.
You
want to chat?
Indeed. We're just having a
I need to
few
find
drinks,
some people.
and any glance stays PDF.
Ozerski mentioned you might be able to help me with that.
You're making some friends, I see. Ozerski is a man with a heart of gold. When he's not being pain in the ass, anyway.
You seem pretty popular yourself. Are you some kind of recruiter? Bringing folks to Strider, mingling with scientists, cozying up to S.T.A.L.K.E.R. And you keep popping up wherever I go, too.
Must be the zone's will. Nah, there's a plenty of recruiters here without me. By the way, there's that stalker who showed up after the signal, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Ever heard of him? He's a legend around here. I hear he's putting together a new crew. He doesn't like what's going on in the zone and he wants to shake things up.
What's S.T.A.L.K.E.R up to? What's his plan?
That's something you gotta ask the man himself. And if he doesn't trust you enough, you'll never find out. S.T.A.L.K.E.R is the type who keeps his plans to himself.
What happened to his old crew?
I could tell you they found lots of rare artifacts, left for the mainland, and lived happily ever after. But in reality, not everyone made it back from their trip to the monolith.
How can we find
How
this
can I
guy?
find this S.T.A.L.K.E.R guy?
Nah. I might have said too much already. Either the zone's gonna help you, or S.T.A.L.K.E.R will find you himself. But I don't think you two would hit it off right now. He wouldn't appreciate you being chummy with the ward and trying to make the zone disappear. He doesn't trust or cooperate with anyone. Can you really blame him?
You're asking the wrong guy. I found folks I could team up with. I wouldn't last long without them. Speaking of which, do you know anyone on this list?
I know one of them, Dvupalov. He's a real grump when he's sober, which, thankfully, isn't often. He's usually holed up in his old hideout and doesn't entertain visitors. If you want to talk to him, you'll need to bring him a collar from a mutant. He used to do some research with the collars, and now he just collects them. Talk about sentimental.
Is this the
Really,
type
we
of
have
collar
one.
Dvupalov collects?
Wow! You've certainly been around the zone if you've managed to find one. You're shaping up to be quite a stalker. Now that you have the collar, you're good to head to Dvupalov's hideout. I'll send you the coordinates. If he asks you for a password, the answer is leash. Remember, if the professor offers you a drink, don't turn it down. It'll make the conversation smoother. But don't try to outdrink him either. You won't stand a chance.
I just washed my pants yesterday and now
Wonderful.
you're all dirty again.
See ya.
Thank you, Richter. Always when
None
I
of us
need
are
him,
following
he is
orders,
around.
but at least they brought some order.
Oh,
Now we've got war everywhere.
I can sell that to Ragman. Who I believe is in this one. Yes, here he is.
You made the right.
Oh, I guess I can't. Can I not anymore? I thought he could buy damaged items. What a shame.
Don't forget the old.
Um, so we got a pretty good amount of coupons, but nothing that we can upgrade with the techie here as far as our Karad and Saiga go. I do want to see something. I was just seeing if I had any good other armors. But I'll keep with the circus suit for now. So let's go to this hideout. And it looks like we have quite the march ahead of us. We could get a guide to take us down to the chemical plant, and then we can head over. That might be the quickest. It'll cost us a couple thousand coupons, but that's okay.
It's about time we stopped playing nice with duty. The moment, so I've got a lot. So, can't promise you a red.
I believe it was
Need any
the
help? You know where to find me.
chemical plant and not the cement factory. Yeah, chemical plant.
Nicest. Camp.
It's only 563. That's actually really good. And just like that, here we are.
If I were you, little
Boy,
guy, plenty of folks would be look.
what does he have to sell? Nothing that we don't already have. Okay.
Good luck, bud.
So that cut down our time quite considerably, which is wonderful. And then, of course, we shall walk around with our detector. And we have to go out and then up and cross that bridge. Okay, how can we get out of here? This way. And I think we just follow this, then take a left. I don't think that we'll come across any of those artifacts that we need for our side quests anytime soon. But that's okay, because we have them, and if we need them, at least the coupons that the mission provides, then we'll have a way to do that. Okay, we're getting close. I'd imagine that this is it.
The leash.
I probably should have brought some vodka with me as well.
If you only got one, don't expect
Aha.
to fail.
This is quite the hideout he has. And this music always plays at the wrong times because it's so loud.
Hand it over. You're new around here, aren't you? Or have I just forgotten you? I had an assistant I'll never forget, Nightingale. It was a delight to work with and a great drinking buddy. It's a shame he's gone. Think you can fill his shoes?
I wasn't planning to. I'm here about...
I know what you're here about. The first ones in the house. But we'll enjoy it right here on the spot. You can fetch the bottle from my lap. It's just down the hall.
We remember Nightingale, and I got 10,000 coupons for that. Wonderful. So let's go fetch him a drink. I wonder if I can rest here. This would be a not bad place to have. Oh, I have something on my scanner.
You couldn't find it. Bottles tend to vanish into thin air around here. Must be yet another one of the zone's little wonder. Hey, come on, take a sip. I've got a spare one.
Magic vodka. Zone-made vodka, distilled by a skilled chemist. It smells like strong moonshine. This gives me 2 points of sea protection and lasts for 90 seconds. Interesting.
All right. Let's sample the goods. Let's have one. And then we can talk about what, where, and how much. Here's to the start of our partnership.
All right. Here's to our partnership.
Not even a flinch, huh? That sort of bravado is gonna impress me. When you're drinking, you've gotta put your heart into it. So, where are we? How about another one?
Let's see what happens.
Let's toss another one back.
You're definitely not a grad student. That's a good thing. About those scholars. Leave them out next time. The shop's closed. What's the point of stocking up on collars if I don't have a leash? It was a promising project, sure. But it's time to bid it farewell. Bottoms up, Stalker.
What project are you talking about?
I told ya, Project Leash. The mutant control project. They cooked up all sorts of freaks, then tried to make gadgets to boss them around and zap them remotely if things get out of hand. As you know, they fucked up the later parts. When the project got shelved, those colored mutants were supposed to die peacefully in their cages. Not run amok in the zones, poking stalkers. So much for a promising project. But I suppose promises are made to be broken. How about a drink to that stalker?
Let's have another one. Sure.
To abstract thinking. If man is the measure of all things, then the measure of a man is 3 shots of this magic vodka. So go ahead, ask your questions while I'm feeling charitable.
How do you destroy phantoms and defeat someone who can create induced illusions?
Seen double, eh? You probably just had some bad vodka. Try some of mine. It's good for more than just keeping radiation at bay.
When I saw the man who created those phantoms, I was stone cold sober.
Ha ha ha. And I was stone cold sober when I saw evidence that it was impossible. But who am I to forbid you from living in a world of illusions? If you're really so eager, drag your ass to X5. That's where the whole 3-ring circus used to be. Try to find a blueprint for the suppressor. It's out to help you. I'm all out of vodka anyway. Come on. I'll give you the key card for the lab. The colors were a crude instrument. The suppressors, on the other hand, they were designed to
I think I could use probably some water. I am going to take a couple of those bottles for the road.
Where did I put it? No, that's just some junk. Look, a pickle. I'll save it for later. Hold on. Let me give you the key.
We have the crystal thorn artifact. Let's take a drunken look at it. Okay. Pretty cool. What does it do? An artifact that came out of Professor Dupilov's moonshine still. Interesting. Using artifacts to create vodka.
Ah, you're light on your feet, Stalker. You can hang on to this one. You've earned it. You went after that artifact like a bullet from a gun. Seems like I gave the key card for X5 to Sherpa after all. That's why I hate teetotalers. The bastard must have caught me in a good mood. Anyway, if you want the suppressor, you need to talk to that boring grad student yourself. He's over in Nagropron, staying close to X5. And now for the fourth shot, the happiest of them all. Oh, good. You, whippersnapper.
You're the first Project X scientist I've met who's still alive. I'm curious to hear about it firsthand.
Believe me, those men of great learning would rather not have my tongue tarnish their legacy. So I'm more than willing to do exactly that. Here's the scoop. Project X was a bunch of charlatans, and I was the most shameless one of them all. How's that for a revelation?
So why did you collect those collars anyway?
They're the only thing I have left to remind me of all my future scientific endeavors. Sentimentality, a quirk of human nature. Who can really say? Anyway, here's to leaving sentimentality behind.
You used to work with phantoms. Tell me about the ability to create them.
I used to work on lots of things, including that one, yeah. What can I say? It didn't pan out. Turns out, not a single subject was capable of controlling even a paltry ability like this.
What was the purpose of the Controller Project?
Producing one failure after another. No, really, the project was meant to put the abilities of mutants to good use. But can we truly blame mindless creatures for their actions? Those in charge should have known right from the start that nothing could be changed. When you try to fix someone else's mistakes, you only end up making new ones.
No.
Move your ass already.
Thank you, Doctor. A lot of great information there. Okay, a very bare bones hideout for the Doctor. Because there's a lot of area in here, but not a whole lot occupying. We already came in here. And I think we leave now. Okay. Well, we got what we needed. Information about this key card to get into the Project X area. Get some Hercules and a med kit. Wonderful. I will never pass up a Hercules. And let's see where we have to go. Okay. So, just across the river. And what we can do is let's go this way because I want to explore this area. And I am curious too because we did get a notification down there for an artifact, and I don't know if that was from the crystal. Here we go. Moving. Okay. I do see some people down there. Let's pull this out. Those look like zombies. Let's chuck a couple of grenades. Oh. Quite the number of zombies, that is for sure. Just one more to take care of. Wonderful. I'm glad that we're getting these groms now added to these loot tables. Hopefully I can get at least a couple thousand coupons for that. Another stash location. Pick that up. I'll pick that up as well. And what is this? Fireball. Let's take a look at that. Wow. What does fireball do? Common artifact found in thermal anomalies. Surprisingly cold to the touch, the fireball exhibits a temperature difference of 500 degrees Celsius between its membrane and core. It gives us thermal protection and weak radiation protection as well. Okay. Fortunately had another crash. That's okay. So we got that anomaly, and I think what we'll do now is continue with our original plan and head across the bridge. Make sure I'm not leaving anything behind that I could potentially sell. Okay. We shall carry on. Oh no. My absolute worst enemies. Well, one of them. I didn't like that little guttural roar. But we'll take their paws. Where is this guy? Okay. Another one hopping around. Good. All done. Give me your rodent paws. Because again, that's just some coupons that we can sell. Or get for selling those paws. I hear potentially a boar. Oh. Herd of boars, and we're getting shot at too. So we'll pay them no mind. I don't think it's getting any use to get into a firefight here. You know what animal that we haven't seen since we first encountered it? And that was the deer mutant. I just don't know if that was a one and done sort of encounter, or if they're roaming freely across the zone. Okay. What happened here? Zombies, never good. He's still alive. Is he dead now? Now he's dead. See anything on him that I could use? Just some med kits, but I'd end up using those med kits if I enter there. Mr. Beetle. Okay. We're coming up on where this gentleman should be. Lots of ladders to climb. Interesting. And it looks like it's on fire up there. Figured we'd have an anomaly around. Probably above me, huh? I think I'd have to get there and then. So let's do that. Okay, it's a fire pit. What do we have? We have the steak. Wonderful. Let's get down from here. I'm curious. There has to be some sort of reason for all these ladders. But usually when I climb up these really long ones, there's nothing significant up here. Yeah. Shocking. We do have a firefight going on over there. Luckily, we can be faster on the way down. I don't think there's another artifact up here. But I am curious if this is at all significant. Oh, we got a blueprint for rubber layer. Okay. Not bad. Let's check out over here. And then maybe we can look at that stake. Okay. Common artifact found in thermal anomalies. If you hold the stake in your bare hand long enough, you'll have to peel it off along with patches of skin. And that gives us weak bleeding resistance at the detriment of weak radiation. Unfortunate. Nothing else up here. We do have a shotgun. Completely serviceable TAS. Interesting. We have another artifact. Okay. Let's see if we can't find it. But what I am concerned about is who or what killed these soldiers. Is it on top again? Let's take a... Let's take a gander. Wonderful. Although I doubt we'd find any other artifacts here. So we got a stake and a torch artifact. Nice. So we have fireball, stake, torch, a rare artifact found in thermal anomalies. Laboratory experiments have confirmed that the flame inside the torch remains lit in both hostile environments and vacuum conditions. And with that, we get medium thermal protection, medium gain to weight, but max or strong radiation. Interesting. Okay. Let's head back in. Save. See if we can't find this colleague of Dr. Duplilov. So far, we have nothing. Maybe he's in here? Ah, yes. This looks much more appropriate. Oh, sorry about your tires. And another ecologist suit.
I asked you to vacate the premises. I'm occupying it and there's nothing here to take.
Calm down, Sherba. Vupalov sent me.
Is the professor doing okay? He didn't succumb to intoxication from that poison of his, did he? Its alcohol by volume is nearing pure ethanol. Not to mention the anomalous component. What a fall from grace. A great scientist resorting to making vodka.
Tell me about Vupalov. So he's a great scientist?
Professor Dvupalov is a brilliant mind hailing from the Project X era, the mastermind behind the Controller project. He used to bring science to new heights. Now the only thing he can bring is a glass toward his lips. He's disenchanted with his life's work, you see? Nothing ever changes. If only the professor had taken a moment to peruse my notes instead of selling vodka.
Why do you even bother helping Vupalov?
How can I stand by and watch a scientist of his caliber kill the few brain cells he has left? He has invaluable knowledge and skills, the kind that are not taught at Malachite, especially nowadays. The professor has no right to go down this path.
Dvupalov sent me to get the key card for X5. I'm looking for the Phantom Suppressor.
It took Dvupalov a whole 6 months just to remember my name while I served him food every day. And now he tells you about the card right away? Did you drink with him or something?
It's tough to avoid having a drink with him.
That stuff is pure poison. All right, I'll give you the card. It's too risky for me in there anyway. But you've got to promise me that you'll search X5 for any papers related to the Controller project and bring them back to me.
Why do you want those papers?
I tried to convince Professor Dvupalov that I'm a worthy successor to his great work, but all I received from him was a couple of his drafts. one of which had been used as a food wrapper. I'm talking about research that could etch our names into history. Since the professor doesn't seem to recognize it, I'll take it upon myself to finish the job for him.
Tell me what you know about the Controller Project.
The Controller Project did involve some research on phantoms, but its main objective was to develop specimens modified with both biological and technological enhancements. Unlike their mutant predecessors, which were impossible to keep in their cages, these were meant to be trained as soldiers to protect Project X personnel. Can you imagine? Not even S.T.A.L.K.E.R is attempting anything like that nowadays. They haven't even managed to create a single new specimen.
Since I'm headed to X5, tell me about the lab.
Until recently, no one even knew it existed. The research there was classified, and the lab had been mothballed for quite some time. Then Duty did some cleanup with heavy explosives there, and found hidden levels beneath Agroprom. I used certain informal channels to reach out to the professor. That's how I found out it was an old mutant research lab. I can't even begin to fathom what's going on in there right now.
Hand me that key card, and I'll see what I can do about your papers.
All right. It's not like I've got much of a choice. But keep those papers in mind, Stalker. You'll need to head all the way down, but if you're willing to do the job, I'll make it worth your while. I'll go check on the professor in the meantime. Seems like every time I look away, he's got a new drinking buddy.
Wonderful. Okay. So we're to enter the labs underneath a forum. And a mysterious professor collecting mutant collars and running his own moonshine operation. Not too long ago, I wouldn't have given Richter the time of day, but now it seems like he's our only lead. What Ozersky said about the Controller Project turns out to be true. This could be the key to neutralizing Faust. And that's where we're at. And we'll enter the labs. Okay. Well, I think that's a great place to stop for now. And next episode, we'll travel beneath a forum and see what we can dig up about the Controller Project, Project X5, and all sorts of other weird scientific experiments. In any case, I really appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you next time.